into the afternoon here in the UK, and it's drizzling with rain and 4 degrees. So I thought I'd come upstairs and change little Joseph. I see he's on the phone again. Little Dougie's wondering what the phone is. I don't think he's ever seen a phone before, and I think Abby's wondering what's going on as well there. What are the girls doing? Elizabeth seems to have Ginny's doll. I don't know if Ginny has given her the doll. I would imagine so, because Ginny's like that. And Elizabeth's looking very pleased with herself. And little Jessica on the end there, she's playing with that rabbit and wondering what's going on with the girls, I think. Wondering why the doll is with Elizabeth. Well, we never know, will we? I think Ginny has given it over, because Ginny is like that, isn't she? And I wanted to show you Sydney, because last night, because I've posted little Marianne off to get her hair painted, so I had to do that. It was like ripping a plaster off. I just did it quickly. Just put her head in a box and sent her to Australia and put her body away, because I love her so much, and it was just so hard to do. And I thought Sydney's going to really miss her. And so I snuggled him up last night with her little bunny, because it smells of her, so that he didn't feel on his own. And I came in here now and look at him. I'll just take you over. It seems the bunny has been thrown out, and he is spread out across this pram. Look at him. Typical man. He's just hogging the pram to himself, and it looks like the bunny has been thrown out. He's just enjoying himself, spreading himself out there, isn't he? What's he like, honestly? And I'm going to get Joseph for you in a second. Look at that little Dougie. Don't you just love him? I love him to pieces. And I'm going to change Joseph into this lovely Guess How Much I Set I Love You set. And it's got a long sleeve grey, I think it's a body, is it? Or is it a t-shirt? It's a body. And it's a dungaree, and it's a pale blue dungaree. And the grey t-shirt has got little bluebirds on it and leaves in blue. And up the front of it, of the dungaree, we've got the nut brown hare, looking all pleased with himself. I don't know what he's been doing, but he's gorgeous, and it's a long-legged one. And he's got some little pale blue socks and some little navy blue leather pram shoes with a little blue star on the side, and we're going to change him into that. And I'm going to put him into a fresh nappy, because he's got a disposable one on. And someone has asked me if I could show them how to fold a nappy, a cloth nappy. So let's just zoom in on that. So here's your square of a cloth nappy. Let me see if you're seeing it all right. Yeah, you are. And what I always do is I put the point to the top, or one of the points to the top, so that you've got a diamond shape. Hope you're seeing that all right. And then I fold the two ends in and make it into like a kite shape. Okay, so you've got your kite shape like that. So you've folded both your side ends in, so you've got your kite shape. Okay, oh, there we go. It doesn't want to stand there. Tighten it up a little bit. There we go. And then you pull the top bit down so that it's level, and tuck the bottom end in. Just tuck the point over, and there you've got your nappy. Okay, I hope that made sense to you. And what I'll do is I'll get Joseph over. Come on, young man, off this phone. Come on, there's a good boy. Here he is, my Joseph. Here he comes. Here he comes, my Joseph. He's a gorgeous boy. Mwah. I just love my Joseph. And I'm so pleased I got him home because he's my shy boy, he is. He's my absolute shy boy. I love him to pieces. And let me just make sure you're seeing him. There he is. It's my Joseph. He's still got these lovely little dungarees on with the foxes on. I love it. So yeah, there's my Joseph, and I hope you're seeing him okay. And while I'm changing him, I'm going to do my questions and answers session. I didn't get many questions, but I've got a few, so I thought we could do that. Just take his little, I absolutely love these little tan brogues. Look at those proper little brogues. I absolutely love those. Take those off, darling. He needs a little change of clothes, don't you, sweetie? Mummy hasn't changed him for a while. She's a naughty mummy. Been very busy this morning, so I thought I'd come up this afternoon. I did the draw for my giveaway, my secret giveaway, so congratulations again, Sally. I hope you get in touch with me so that I can... Up you come, sweet boy. There he is. Let's get that sent off to you. Right, my first question came from Margaret Payne, and she's asked me, because I've travelled around quite a lot with my husband in the armed forces, what my favourite place and memory is. Well, my favourite place and memory is when we were stationed, up you come darling, in the Outer Hebrides. And the Outer Hebrides is, for those of you who are not in the UK, is a group of islands off the east coast of Scotland. And there are several islands there. There's North Uist, South Uist, and in the middle of them is an island called Benbecula. And that's where we were stationed, weren't we, Joseph? We were stationed in Benbecula. And I had the most glorious time when I was up there. And my favourite memory there, let's take your little disposable one off, darling. My favourite memory from being up in the Outer Hebrides on Benbecula. Oh, I've got to be careful. I've got so many arthritic lumps coming up. I've got one coming up on my... Can you see how it's gone all red? That's because I can't have my injection because I've got this bad cold. As you know, I absolutely love disco dancing. Love disco. And we'd gone to the Sergeant's Mess Christmas party. And of course, what they do is for things like that, because obviously everybody has a few drinks, they lay on a bus to take you home so that nobody's driving. So there you go, there's your little nappy, there's your little nappy, darling. And this particular night, well, it was early hours actually of the morning, because us and our friends had stayed there. The bus had gone and there was just the 6 of us left. No, 8 of us left. And it was only half a mile to walk home. And we decided, didn't we, Joseph? We decided that we were going to walk home. Now, as I said to you, this was an island. So, just check you're seeing little Joseph all right. I'll never forget walking along the coastal road back to our homes. The sky was absolutely clear. It was a beautiful frosty night. There was frost on the ground and we could hear the waves of the ocean lapping against the shore as we were walking along. And some of them, our friends, were laughing and joking. There you go, Joseph. But I was walking along, and one of my friends had their arm round me, and we were looking up into the sky, the clear sky, and there were so many stars. I have never seen in all my life since so many stars in the sky, so bright, so clear. And it was magical, absolutely magical. I've never seen anything like it again. And I think it's because of where the islands are that you get to see this. It was just absolutely beautiful, the most beautiful sight. And just looking at the stars and listening to the waves hit the shore. You can't beat it. Really can't beat it. Loved it. And I'll never forget it as long as I live. So that was my favourite place. And it was my favourite memory. There we go, Joseph. Let's get your little onesie done up. Hope you're seeing him okay. Makes me feel all sad thinking about that, you know, because it was just such a magical night. But yeah, beautiful. Up you come, darling. Let's just pull this down a bit. This is a 0 to 3 months, so perfect for Joseph, isn't it, darling? Mwah. He's such a beautiful boy. Mwah, he's so beautiful. Love this little boy, I do, so much. And question 2 was from Holly. Will I ever write another novel? This is Holly Church. Well, for those of you who are new to my channel, you might not know that I have written a book. It's called Silent Seduction. It's a romantic book. A romance, and I've actually self-published on Kindle, so a lot of the ladies on here have already read it and enjoyed it, and Holly read it and enjoyed it. So yeah, yes, Holly, I am in the process of planning another book. It takes a while to plan. I know kind of my story, what I'm going to do, and who's involved in my story. It's going to be another romance, and I'm just collecting information about it because it's actually kind of a medical background, you know, doctors and nurses, that type of thing. So yeah, I'm just getting all the information I need. So yeah, I will be writing another book. Might take me a while, but yeah, I am doing one. Oh, these fit you lovely, Joseph, don't they? Let me come, darling. Let's get your little... There we go. So yeah, I will be writing another one. I don't know how long it'll take me, but I will be doing one. From Jessica. From More's Reborn Pumpkin Patch. I can never say pumpkin. There you go, darling. she asked me, do you think you're staying monetised with all the changes they're making on YouTube? I don't know much about the changes on YouTube, Jessica, I must be honest. I don't monetise all of my videos. I do most of them, but not all of them. They just, you know, you don't get a lot of money for it anyway. But, you know, it helps me towards buying babies if I do get something. So I'll have to look into what they're doing, because I really don't know, to be very honest. I haven't taken a lot of notice about it, and I haven't looked into it yet. There you go, darling. Mummy will give you a hairbrush. There he is, look, in his Guess How Much I Love You outfit, in his little shoes, his little leather pram shoes. He looks adorable, doesn't he? Such a beautiful boy. I'll give his hair a brush. So I'll darken you up a bit. It looks a bit bright in here, doesn't it? Is that better? I think it is. Yeah, so I'll have to look into that, Jessica, to find out. I don't know much about it. And I'm hearing different stories from different people, so and also, are my friends and family different about the hobby now than when you started? Yes, definitely. When I first started the hobby, I did get a lot of aggro about it, about wasting money and... Come on, darling, let's do your hair. Wasting money and wasting my time and everything. And when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't get a lot of support for that, you know. I was told nobody would want to listen to me prattling, you know, talking, that I didn't have anything interesting to say. So I didn't. But since my YouTube channel has been... There we go, darling. He's got such beautiful blonde hair, haven't you? There he is, my boy. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, since my YouTube channel has been doing so well, I must admit that I am getting more support. So thank you, everybody. You know, that's amazing. My family, yeah, friends and family, they do feel different about it. I haven't really got any friends here. I've got friends on YouTube, but not actually where I live, so. And Tara Brewer asked, how did I get into the hobby and how long have I been doing it? I got into the hobby through watching I think it was a Channel 4 programme. I think I saw it on Channel 4 and it was all about my fake baby. And I didn't have any dolls or anything at the time. And I just found reborns absolutely fascinating. And I actually recorded the programme by mistake because I used to record things to watch when I was on my own, when the men were at work. And I love One Born Every Minute. I watched that. And I saw this about my fake baby, and I thought it was to, you know, the same kind of thing. So I was quite surprised that it was about dolls, because I didn't know anything about these gorgeous babies. Did I? I didn't, Joseph. I didn't know anything about it. So I found out about it then, and that was about 14 years ago. And that's when I got my first reborn. And Ella Bean wants to know, have I ever thought about, well, writing my own stories? She was saying about me reading the children's stories. I've never thought about writing children's stories, although I do enjoy reading them. And as I've just said earlier about Holly Church's question, I have written a romance novel, which is on Amazon to buy. You can download it, and I am thinking about writing another one because it's done really well. I've had, you know, a lot of good comments, good reviews on there. So I am thinking about doing another one, and that is in the planning stages, but not actually children's stories. I don't know if I could actually write one. I'd have to think about that. What do you think, Joseph? Do you think Mummy could write a children's story? He says he thinks I could. I'm always talking to them and telling them things, aren't I, darling? So, I hope you've enjoyed seeing my beautiful Joseph today. He's the Saskia sculpt by Bonnie Brown, and he was the first Saskia that I ever bought, and he was done by Alexandra Taylor Hughes, Suzanne'sBabies here in the UK. And I hope you enjoyed watching me dress him and answering my Q&A session, and also folding the nappy. I hope that helped. So you're going to give everybody big kisses. Like, mwah. Big kisses, everyone. I expect he wants to get back on that phone to his twin brother Kai over on Holly Church's channel, don't you, little cheeky? I expect he does, but I think it's time for a break now. You're looking tired. I think it's time for a snooze. I'm going to put all the babies down for their afternoon snooze now. So, mwah. Big kisses, everyone. Mwah. Big kisses to Kai. Mwah. Love you, ladies and gentlemen.